Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Joy Learning TV.
Allô, 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 mes chers enfants. C'est une fois encore pour l'apprentissage de la langue française. Hello, lovely kids out there. It's once again time to learn the only living language in the world, which is French language. And we are privileged to be on the Joy Learning TV. Yes, that is helping us to cover or make more or learn more in order to pass our exams and pass well. So we are here to learn more. Qu'est-ce que nous allons apprendre aujourd'hui? What are we going to learn today? Can you take a wild guess? Nous allons voir comment décrire le physique de quelqu'un. Yes, we are going to look at how to describe the physical characteristics of a person. Yes, we can describe ourselves, but this time we are going to describe someone else, another person. But we are not going to take the whole personality of the individual, but we are just taking some aspects of the physical characteristics of the person. Then the next time we will continue with the other aspects. Comment décrire quelqu'un? How do we describe someone? Now, by the end of this lesson, what are you supposed to learn or what are you supposed to acquire? À la fin de la leçon, les élèves ou bien les étudiants devraient être capables de décrire le physique de quelqu'un en parlant du taille et de la corpulence, des cheveux et des yeux. So, by the end of this lesson, you, my lovely kids out there, should be able to describe someone in relation to the physical or the trait, the physical trait, that is the body size of the person, the structure, physical structure of the person. Taking into consideration the hair and then the eyes. So those are the three aspects of the physical body we will be looking at. La taille et la corpulence. So the height and then the body structure. So the question, if you want to find out or find out from someone, what is your height? You say, quelle est ta taille? Quelle est ta taille? But this time we are looking at someone's height. So, quelle est sa taille? Or, il mesure combien? Il mesure combien? That is if the person is a male. And if the person is a female, elle mesure combien? Elle mesure combien? Now, in order to give a response to those questions, that is, quelle est ta taille ou bien il mesure combien or elle mesure combien, we are looking at the height of the person. So we'll first of all look at if the person is of an average height. That is, if the person is not too tall or too short, the person is average in height. We will say, il est de taille moyenne. Il est de taille moyenne. If the person is a female, then you will go like this. Elle est de taille moyenne. Elle est de taille moyenne. That is, if the person is a female and is of an average height. Now let's see if the person is short, that is not tall. Then we will say, il est de petite taille. Il est de petite taille. So that is, he is short or he's not tall. Il est de petite taille. Now, if the person is a female and is short, we'll say, elle est de petite taille. Elle est de petite taille. I hope you are writing something, because after the lesson, or after I've gone through with you how to say or describe someone on the basis of the taille, the cheveux, and then les yeux, you are going to describe someone on your own. That is using what I have given you. So make sure you write something down. Now, if the person is tall, then we'll say, il est de grande taille. Il est de grande taille. That is, if the person is a male. Or we can equally say, il est grand. Il est grand. Now, if the person is a female and is tall, we'll say, elle est de grande taille. Elle est de grande taille. Or, elle est grande. Elle est grande. Now, we are going to the specifics. That is, we are giving specific the height of the person. When you put the what is used to measure someone and the person stands by it, you want to read it or tell the exact height of the person. This is how you will state it. Il mesure 1,80 m. That is an example. Il mesure 1,80 m. Or if the person is a female, elle mesure 1,90 m. That is, if the person is 1,90 m. Now we are going to look at the body size of people. Now, the image you see on your screen, what can you tell when you look at the boy? When you see the picture, you can see the boy is not so fat. He's not having too much on the body. So we say, il est maigre. Il est maigre. Il est maigre is a bit higher than slim. So we say, he is lanky. He is lanky. That is, il est maigre. Il est maigre. But if the person is a female, we say, elle est maigre. Elle est maigre. Now let's look at if the person is slim. I told you maigre is the higher grade of being slim. So lanky is the person is slimmer than someone who is slim. Now mince is when the person is slim. So if the person, a male, is slim, we say il est mince. Il est mince. If she's a female, we'll say elle est mince. Elle est mince. Now look at the picture. You can see this one has enough body. So we say il est gros. Il est gros. Then if she is a female, we say elle est grosse. Elle est grosse. Now, notez bien, that is, you have to be careful. Dans un magasin, on peut vous demander. So when you enter a shop where clothes are sold and you are asked, quelle est votre taille? Remember, they are not asking you for your height or to give your height, but they are asking for your size. So when you are asked, quelle est votre taille? In a shop where clothes are sold, then they are asking for your size, dress size. Or quelle taille faites-vous? Quelle taille faites-vous? So in response to those two questions, you can say, je fais du 42. Je fais du 42. That is my size, or I am size 42. Or je porte 42. Je porte 42. It also means I wear size 42. I wear size 42. So remember, where you are asked votre taille in a shop where clothes are sold, the answer will be what you wear, as in the size of the dress you wear. Ici, le mot taille s'utilise pour les vêtements. Le mot taille s'utilise pour les vêtements. So here, as I explained to you, the word taille is in relation to your dress size, or the size of dress that you wear. On utilise le mot pointure pour les chaussures. So on utilise le mot pointure pour les chaussures. So we have seen that taille can also be used for dress size. Now we will look at when you are being asked for your shoe size. So the word used there is pointure. Pointure. So the moment you hear pointure, you enter a shoe shop and you are asked for you hear the word pointure, then they are demanding for your size. So this is how the question will be put. Quelle est votre pointure? Ou bien, quelle est ton pointure? And the response will be, je fais 37. Je fais 37. That is, my size of shoe is 37. Or, je chausse du 37. Je chausse du 37 also means I wear size 37. As in shoe size. Maintenant, nous allons parler des cheveux. Des cheveux. So we are going to now talk about how to describe the hair of people. Ici, nous avons une image avec un homme qui a les cheveux longs. Les cheveux longs. So, il a les cheveux longs. That is, he has long hair. He has long hair. That is a male who has long hair. But if the person is a female, then we say, elle a les cheveux longs. Elle a les cheveux longs. Now let's look at this image. You can see the image of a young man with his hair. Now, how is the hair? Short. Very good. So if the person has short hair, you will say, il a les cheveux courts. Il a les cheveux courts. But if the person is a female, then we'll say, elle a les cheveux courts. Elle a les cheveux courts. Now you see the image now on our screen, and you see the hair is not too long, neither is it too short. So it's like in between. So we say, il a les cheveux mi-longs. Il a les cheveux mi-longs. That is, his hair is neither long nor short. But if the person is a female, we say, elle a les cheveux mi-longs. Elle a les cheveux mi-longs. Now we can also describe people's hair with the colors, the color of their hair. So the first one we have here is the color is brownish. Okay, it's light brown. In English, we say blonde. Blonde. In French, on dit il a les cheveux blonds. Il a les cheveux blonds. That is the hair looking a bit of light brown. Light brown. If the person is a female, we say elle a les cheveux blonds. Elle a les cheveux blonds. I believe you are taking note of how we say the person, describe the person as we go along, because you are going to describe someone or some people. That's why I am saying that make sure you take down something, write something down, so that when it's time for you to describe someone, you wouldn't find it difficult. Now, the gentleman on our screen has his hair. Which color? What color of hair is that? Red. Good. So someone or a gentleman with red colored hair will say il a les cheveux roux. Il a les cheveux roux. And if the person is a female with red hair, we'll say elle a les cheveux roux. Elle a les cheveux roux. I know some people are saying, do we have human beings with red hair? Yes, they dye their hair any color they want. So if the person has that color of hair, this is how you will say it. Now we see an image of a man with the color of hair being color white. Good. So we say il a les cheveux blancs. Il a les cheveux blancs. But if the person is a woman, then we'll say elle a les cheveux blancs. Elle a les cheveux blancs. Now we see a sweet boy on our screen with what color of hair? Black. Very good. So if the person has black or dark hair, we'll say il a les cheveux noirs. Il a les cheveux noirs. But if the person is a woman or a girl, then we'll say elle a les cheveux noirs. Elle a les cheveux noirs. Now continue with this image of a man smiling happily, but you see his hair. His hair is looking curly. It looks wavy. Yes, it's not straight. So we say il a les cheveux frisés. Il a les cheveux frisés. Then if the person is a lady or a woman and she has curly or wavy hair, we say elle a les cheveux frisés. Elle a les cheveux frisés. Now we see an image of a gentleman whose hair looks soft. You can see that that kind of hair will feel soft when you touch it. So we can say il a les cheveux souples. Il a les cheveux souples. But if the person is a woman and has this kind of soft hair, you say elle a les cheveux souples. Elle a les cheveux souples. Now we can see a picture of a man, and you see him touching the top of his head. Yes, we can see the hair on that part of the hair is not there. So such a person, we can describe the hair as il a les cheveux. Il a les cheveux. Normally, women do not have bald head. It's normally the men who do have the bald head. Now we see this picture with the man with so much what? Beard. Yeah, so if he has so much beard like that, we say, il a une barbe. Il a une barbe. Ou bien, il est barbu. Il est barbu. So those are the forms or the ways we can describe or talk about the color of someone. Maintenant, nous allons parler des yeux. On peut dire les suivants. So we are going to talk about the eyes. We are going to look at how to describe the eyes. So we can say the following. Now, the image on our screen, the man, what color do you see with her eyes? With his eyes, sorry. What color of eyes does he have? Blue, good. So if the person is a male and has such blue eyes, we'll say, il a les yeux bleus. Il a les yeux bleus. Now, if the person is a female and has the same blue eyes, we will say, elle a les yeux bleus. Elle a les yeux bleus. Now, what color do you see this young man? The color of the eyes of this young man. Yes, it's looking a bit of brown, dark brown. So we say, il a les yeux marron. Il a les yeux marron. And if the person is a female, we say, elle a les yeux marron. Elle a les yeux marron. Now, this is a sweet baby boy on our screen. And what color do you think his eyes are? Gray, very good. So if the person has such gray eyes, we will say, il a les yeux gris. Il a les yeux gris. But if the person has gray eyes and is a woman or a female, we'll say, elle a les yeux gris. Elle a les yeux gris. Now, this is someone's eyes. These are someone's eyes, sorry. And as we can see, the color of the eyes are green. Very good. So we say, il a les yeux verts. Il a les yeux verts. Now, if the person is a lady or a woman, we will say, elle a les yeux verts. Elle a les yeux verts. Now we have some people who normally put on spectacles. They wear spectacles. So if you are describing someone and the person is wearing spectacles, you will say, il a les lunettes. Il a les lunettes. Or you can simply say, il porte des lunettes. Il porte des lunettes. If the person is a female and wears spectacles or glasses, you can say, elle a les lunettes. Elle a les lunettes. Or, elle porte les lunettes. Elle porte les lunettes. Now, before we go through the exercises, or the exercise that we have, I want us to take a look at the colors of the eyes, the hair, and then the height once again before we come to the exercise. So we'll go straight to the height, and we said, if you are asked or you want to find out the height of someone, you ask it this way: quelle est ta taille? Quelle est ta taille. But this time, because we are describing someone, we would have to ask it this way. Quelle est sa taille? What is his or her height? Then, or we can also ask it this way. Il mesure combien? Il mesure combien? Or elle mesure combien? Then we said, someone who is of an average height will say, il ou bien elle est moyenne. Il ou bien elle est moyenne. Then if the person is of a height that is short, the person is short, we will say, il ou bien elle est de petite taille. Il ou elle est de petite taille. Then if the person is tall, then we say, il ou bien elle est de grande taille. Il ou elle est de grande taille. Or we can simply say, il ou elle est grand for masculine and then grande for feminine. So we say, il est grand, then we say, elle est grande. We can also state the height of the person in figures. So we'll go like this. Il mesure ou bien elle mesure 1m80. Il mesure 1m80 or elle mesure 1m80. Then we looked at someone, if the person is lanky, that is higher than slim. We will say il est maigre. Il ou bien elle est maigre. Then if the person is slim, we will say il ou bien elle est mince. Il ou bien elle est mince. Then if the person has enough body, that is the person is fat, we will say il est gros for masculin. Then elle est grosse for feminine. Then we also went on to say, if you are asked about your tie in a shop, dress shop, or a shop where dresses are sold, you wouldn't use or give the answer as in your height. They would expect you to give your dress size or the size of dress or shirt that you wear. And the question will be put like this: quelle est votre taille? Ou bien quelle est ton taille? Ou bien quelle taille faites-vous? Quelle taille faites-vous? And all these, the response can be je fais du 42 ou bien je porte 42. Any of those can answer those questions. Now we said when we are talking of tie in a dress shop, then they expect you to give your size, the size of dress that you wear. But if you are in a shoe shop and you want to know, they want to know the size of shoe that you wear before they know which one to choose, help you choose, then you use the pointure. So you'll be asked, quelle est votre pointure? Quelle est votre pointure? Then your response can be, je fais 37. Je fais 37. Ou bien, je chausse du 37. Je chausse du 37. So any of those can respond to the question of your shoe size. We also went on to look at the hair. When we want to talk about the hair of someone, how we can go about it. So we saw long hair as il ou bien elle a les cheveux longs. Il ou elle a les cheveux longs. But if the person has short hair, we say il ou elle a les cheveux courts. Il ou elle a les cheveux courts. Then if the person has, that is, the hair is not too long and it's not too short, it's in between long and short, we'll say il ou elle a le cheveu mi-long. Il ou elle a le cheveu mi-long. Now, we also said we can talk about the color of someone's hair. So we started by looking at brownish, light brownish hair. And we said it can be described as il ou elle a les cheveux blonds. Il ou elle a les cheveux blonds. Then we saw if the person has colored hair, red colored hair, how we will say it. And we saw it as il ou elle a les cheveux roux. Il ou elle a les cheveux roux. Now, if the person has gray hair or white hair, we saw it as il ou elle a les cheveux gris. Il ou elle a les cheveux gris. Then we saw black colored hair as il ou elle a les cheveux noirs. Il ou elle a les cheveux noirs. Then we saw curly or wavy hair as il ou elle a les cheveux frisés. Il ou elle a les cheveux frisés. Then we saw very soft hair, that is the texture of the hair as being soft. You can say il ou elle a les cheveux souples. Il ou elle a les cheveux souples. Then we saw the bald head as il a le chauve. Il a le chauve. Or il est chauve. Then we saw someone, we can also describe someone if the person has some form of what? Beard. We saw it as il a une barbe. Il a une barbe. Ou bien il est barbu. It's not so common to get women who have beard, but in case the woman has beard, then we can say elle a une barbe ou bien elle est barbu. I believe now you have them all. So we can go to the eyes. So we saw blue eyes as il ou elle a les yeux bleus. Il ou elle a les yeux bleus. And then we saw brownish eyes as il ou elle a les yeux marrons. Il ou elle a les yeux marrons. Then, if the person has gray eyes, gray, then we will say il ou elle a les cheveux gris. Il ou elle a les cheveux gris. Now we saw green eyes. Someone with green eyes as il ou elle a les cheveux verts. Il ou elle a les cheveux verts. Then if the person wears glasses or spectacles, we can say il a les lunettes. Il a les lunettes. If the person is a female, then we'll use the elle a les lunettes. Or il porte des lunettes, or elle porte des lunettes. Maintenant, notre exercice. Regardez ces images et décrivez les personnes en parlant de leur taille, leurs cheveux et leurs yeux. So, look at the pictures or the following pictures and then describe the personalities in the pictures using or talking about their height, their hair, and then their eyes. Can you do it? Yes, you should be able to do it. Now, the first image, we have an image of an important personality who unfortunately is no more with us. And may she rest in perfect peace. But she is our personality. She is one of the personalities we are going to describe. So you look at her and then tell us how she looks like. That is her physical body structure, how the hair looks like, and then how her eyes look like. Then our second, so before we go to the second one, the person we see in our image is who? La Reine Elisabeth II. La Reine Elisabeth II, who is the queen, who was the queen of the England. She was the queen, but unfortunately she passed on. So we are describing her. So, décrivez la reine Elisabeth II en parlant de son taille, ses yeux et ses cheveux. So, describe her, talking about her physical height or the physical structure, her eyes, and then her hair. So before we go to the second image, I'll go back, I'll put the picture back on our screen for you to look at her well and then write at least a sentence each. One sentence talking about her physical body, how her physical structure looks like, and then one sentence for how her hair looks like, and then one sentence for how her eyes look like. Using all those expressions we have seen already. Let's look at, take those that will best describe her physical structure, her eyes, her hair. Okay, now we'll go to our second image. Yes, we have another important personality on our screen. So describe this personality as well by describing the physical structure, the hair, and then the eyes. Try and write at least one sentence talking about how he looks physically, the body, the structure, physical structure, the eyes, one sentence, and then one sentence for the hair, at least. That means you can write more. So, c'est l'image de qui? Nelson Mandela. Il était le président pour l'Afrique, le pays, l'Afrique du Sud. So he was the president for South Africa. Now, here's our second personality we are going to describe. In fact, he is also passed on. So may he also rest in perfect peace. So, en parlant de son taille, ses cheveux et ses yeux, décrivez Monsieur Nelson Mandela. Now the image is on our screen again. Look at the image carefully and then write one sentence or some simple sentences talking about the physical body, the structure, or the hair, and then the eyes. C'est la reine Elisabeth II encore. L'image de la reine encore. So I believe by now you should have your 3 sentences ready, or 3 sentences talking about la reine Elisabeth II. Okay. Then our second personality on our screen once again. You should also have at least 3 sentences describing Nelson Mandela also. You should be rounding up by now. Okay. Now, when we take a look at La Reine Elisabeth II, what can we say about her physical body, the structure? Ok, elle est de grande ou bien petite taille. Grande ou bien petite taille? C'est petite taille, oui. She's not so tall. Okay, and she's not average, so elle a de petite taille. Elle est de petite taille. Now, what can we say about her hair? Her hair. Before we come to her hair, we can also say something else about her physical body. Elle est grosse. Très bien. Elle est grosse. Yes. She's not slim. Is she looking slim? No, neither is she looking lanky. So, elle est grosse. Très bien. Now, let's look at the hair. The hair. What can we say about the hair? Okay, I believe someone will write or say, elle a des cheveux blancs. Très bien, elle a des cheveux blancs. What color of hair is she having? White. Yes, and we saw the white colored hair as what? Cheveux blancs. So, elle a des cheveux blancs. We can also say something about her hair with all those expressions we have looked at. Elle a les cheveux frisés. The hair, can't you see it's looking curly or wavy? Is it straight? No. So we can say, elle a les cheveux frisés. Elle a les cheveux frisés. We can also say something about the hair. When we look at it from where we are standing, we can see or we can say the hair will feel what? Soft, isn't it? Yes. So we can say, elle a des cheveux souples. Elle a des cheveux souples. So these are some of the things you can also say about the Queen's hair. Now let's look at her eyes. Her eyes. What color? We can say the eyes are looking gray, okay? It's looking gray. So we say, elle a des yeux gris. Elle a des yeux gris. Très bien. So la Reine Elisabeth II, these are what someone used to describe it. This is how someone described it. So, elle n'est pas de grande taille. Elle n'est pas de grande taille. That is, she's not tall. So, she is what? Short. The person also said, elle a les cheveux blancs et frisés. Elle a les cheveux blancs et frisés. You can also add the souple. So, elle a les cheveux blancs, frisés et souple. Okay, so the queen's hair looks white in color and then looks curly and then will feel soft when you touch it. Now, her eyes, the color of eye. The person said, ses yeux sont gris. Ses yeux sont gris. She has gray eyes, so her eyes are gray. Is that not it? Yes. So well done if you wrote something about a sentence or two or at least 3 about the Queen. In fact, thumbs up to you. Now let's look at Nelson Mandela. What can we say about him? Someone can say from his structure, il est de grande taille. Il est de grande taille. Yes, he looks what? Tall. He looks tall. And can we say he's lanky or slim? No. So we can also say, in fact, he's not grow. It's not grow. So we can equally use the mince. We will not use the maigre because he's not lanky. Now, when we look at the color of his hair, the color looks white. Good. So we say, il a les cheveux gris. Il a les cheveux gris. Ou bien, ses cheveux sont gris. We can also look at his eyes and say something about the color of his eyes. And we can say, il a des yeux noirs. Il a des yeux noirs. The color of his eyes look blackish. Now let's look at what someone wrote about Nelson Mandela. So Nelson Mandela a de taille grande. Il a de taille grande. Il a des cheveux blancs. Des cheveux blancs. Blanc et court. Blanc et court. His hair is short, not long. Et il a les yeux noirs. Il a les yeux noirs. He has black eyes. Qu'est-ce que nous avons appris aujourd'hui? Aujourd'hui, nous avons appris comment décrire les personnages en parlant de leur taille, leurs cheveux et leurs yeux. So we have looked at how to describe people when we take into consideration their body, physical body structure, their hair, and then their eyes. So it means henceforth, when you are asked to describe someone, at least these 3 aspects you have acquired today, we'll look at the other aspects in our subsequent lessons so that by the end, you will be able to describe someone and have your high marks. J'espère que vous avez bien apprécié cette leçon. Jusqu'à la prochaine fois, c'est moi, votre facilitatrice, Patricia Abotsi. Jusqu'à là, c'est au revoir et merci.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Joy Learning TV.